Hi, on the Woodpecker today. During my last visit in France, I broke this handle. Now I have to fix it. Last summer, we spent a very nice time in the area of Brittany in France, especially the day when Vincent brought us on a plane ride to the island of Ouessant. This was amazing. He even rented some bikes on the island so we could have a tour of the island. And to thank him, I casually broke the handle of his rolling shutter. I really felt cheap at the time, so I've decided to make him a new one. For that, I'm going to use some special wood, at least for me. This firewood comes from this stump. It came from the biggest maple tree in my parents' backyard that gave us the most syrup when I was young. But to turn this firewood into a handle, it needs to be a little bit straighter than this. When I have 4 straight sides, I rip a square block and cut all the corners. This will help for the turning. Turning the handle is quite easy. I only need to turn a small cylinder. When it's done, I start to cut the end of the handle, and I sand it. Next, I turn small decorative grooves that I burn with a metal wire. It's quite efficient to add color to a turning. Okay, only black, but still. Next, I sand a little again. And I measure for a drill bit the closest one to the measurement I took. And I drill a hole on the end of the handle. Next, I can wipe some finish on. When I'm done, I can cut it from the lathe. Next, I chuck a piece of dowel in the lathe, put the handle over it, and finish the end. And I'm done. I just need to ship that to Vincent in France. There, he was faced with a slight problem. I screwed up when I measured his original handle. The hole I drilled was way too big. Let's pretend that it's because of the metric to imperial conversion. But still, he had to reduce the hole with this piece of plastic. Since he doesn't have a lathe, he uses the milling machine he has at his job and turned this plastic the right size. He added a tenon so he was able to chuck his turning back to the milling machine so he can sand it. And I think I've inspired him just a bit too much. He messed up the first time, but he finally managed to make it right. Then he drilled a small hole and a bigger hole. And then he was able to glue all the pieces together. And the job is done. Now Vincent has a new handle on his shutters. He's really pleased and wants to re-invite me so I can break something else. Maybe, but not in this episode.